Welcome back to Ring Fit Adventure. I'm Master Trainer Peter, and today we've got another guide for a minigame, and we're tackling Thigh Rider. Now conceptually this one isn't actually that difficult, but the timing required for perfect is actually really tough. But no worries, I'm going to go through what the minigame is, how it's scored, the movements and mechanics necessary to perform it correctly, and tips to help you absolutely nail it. Sounds good? Now, Thigh Rider itself consists of you riding a little robot, collecting coins and avoiding bombs. You can jump and hover and that's it. There are no other controls, it automatically moves forward for you. There are two different types of coin to collect, a silver coin which gives 100 points and a gold coin which gives 300 points. There are also bombs littered all over the place which you need to avoid. Hitting one of them will lose you 300 points, so it's a very steep penalty. The levels are designed kind of like a platformer game with a bottom road and various platforms to jump onto with gaps in the advanced version. From here you'll see that you may need to jump to avoid bombs, hover to hit certain groups of coins, or just jump and avoid platforms altogether to get access to more coins. Then at the end there's a large ramp and a landing strip with sections from 100 to 2000, and it involves you pressing in and hovering as far as possible to maximise your score right at the end, which makes or breaks a good run. It's very important to note. Now the levels are randomised each time, so you can't memorise where each section is going to be, so there's a lot of guesswork involved. That's how the game works, so let's look at the movements needed. So the movement mechanics for this one, very nice and easy. The Thigh Rider is basically just doing a thigh press, but in a full seated position. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the ring con, we're going to put it between our legs, nice and easy. We're going to have a nice neutral spine as well, sitting nice and upright, shoulders back, all the good stuff. Place your hands on the ring to make sure that you're not bending it and not throwing it out any random way. Don't know why I said bending. And we're just going in. A little bit of hip adduction, that's going to make our legs go in. Our feet aren't moving, it's generally just the knees that are moving towards the midline. Little bit of adduction, using the inner thigh there. And that's it, nice and easy. If you're holding it, you're going to feel it burn in the middle here. That's it, nice, that's the Thigh Rider, nice and easy. As I said at the start, it's simple in concept but hard to perfect. Here are some tips to maximise your score. Hold and hover at the end, so the ending is where you can snag up to 2000 bonus points. The way it works is fairly simple. You run down the ramp and press in on the ring and hold right at the end of the runway where the little ramp flips up at the end. Now this is going to boost you forward, and with the hover should allow you to reach the end of the landing strip, or at least the 1900 mark, where your remaining speed will bump you into 2000. Now if you release the hold or press it in too early, you will not get as far, so make sure that you get your timing down right for that. Pressure. So the ring con doesn't need a large press to jump, so you will need to test how much pressure you need to apply in order to jump over the rings. Especially where you have small jumps between bombs, you'll only need a gentle press to do it. If you press in too much, that can turn into a hover, or you can overdo your jump and you'll miss time, hit a bomb or miss a platform, so you need to be mindful of how much pressure you're placing on the ring. Now this is a given, but look ahead. When you look on the right of the screen, you'll see where the upcoming coins, bombs and platforms are. You're going to need to think fast to make sure you're taking the right paths to get the best score, especially on advanced mode, as the jumps and reaction times get very tight. As long as you can see what's coming, you can judge quite well. As I mentioned at the start, the levels are randomised. They're going to have similar setups with similar sorts of platforms, but they are different each time. This actually gets really hard during one of the adventure mode worlds, but you can find that out for yourself. And finally, pay attention to the requirements for side quests. This sounds a bit odd, but in adventure mode sometimes you'll find a side mission where you need to get all the gold coins, or avoid the gold coins or such. In these specific side quests, try your best to avoid the bombs, but if it's a choice of hitting a bomb or failing the mission, just hit the bomb. The score doesn't massively matter in most cases, and you can usually save it with a really good finish on the landing strip. And speaking of the landing strip, you will find missions saying land between 1000 to 1500, and that is referring to that landing strip, so do your jump and then just release the ring at the right time to get the desired points. Now with Thigh Rider there are exercises you can do to help, and well, the obvious one is thigh press. It's the same movement, but you'll find other leg exercises that can help: a wide squat and overhead squat, working your postural muscles as well as adductors, abductors and glutes, which will help with power and control for this exercise. Also your moves like Russian twist and knee to chest are going to assist your core, helping maintain good posture as well. Now for progressions. There aren't really regressions for this one as it is in pretty much its simplest form, but there's definitely something we can do to
to make it more difficult.
So as far as actually doing progressions go, I've got a couple of recommendations for you. You can actually just get on the floor and do your standard thigh press. Standard thigh press position. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. You could also do it in a hip lift, although I don't particularly recommend this one. Mainly because you're going to be like craning your neck in order to see anything, and that's not going to be good for your posture. That's not going to be good for your posture, so I don't recommend that one. Don't recommend that one. But yeah, as far as progressions go, I'd go for either of them. Probably the thigh press one. Fantastic.
So there we go, some fantastic tips and tricks to help you nail Thigh Rider with great form and great results. It's one of the simpler mini-games to start, but it is tough to get perfect on it, so try at it, keep your back straight and get those amazing results. Thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate you sticking around for these videos. If you liked what you saw and heard, drop a like on the video and hit subscribe for more fitness gaming content. Thanks again, and I'll leave you with my best run at Thigh Rider on Advanced. See you soon.
Ready? Go! Great effort. Awesome work. Outstanding. Awesome. Good. Great. Outstanding. Keep it up. Awesome. Keep it up.